This episode of Capes of Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Recording has started.
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed the protector of the universe, bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that were both weapons and symbols of his station, he fought an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 26. Man, can't believe we're there already. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And master of his own domain.
Yeah, this is Matt. I got my Punisher shirt on.
That's right.
Oh, he's branded.
Punisher.
Yeah. I'm going to try to make you guys laugh, and you will become Frank Cackle.
Oh. The music's not even done yet. He's already cracking wide.
It's not going to work.
All right. Well, as we were discussing offline, we said we'd talk about those emails from last episode, this episode, but hey, we're still digesting.
Yeah.
Robert, you gave us a lot to think about.
Email us. You have to email us requesting that you want us to dig into the emails. Someone besides Robert, and then we'll talk about it. I want to hear Robert break down the free issue that I sent him for writing the review.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bonus content. No good deed goes unpunished.
That's right.
Well, you know, you are the Punisher.
True.
Wait, we need the... There we go. Thank you.
All right. So should we jump into the issue then?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Quasar number 9. Look, another Quasar issue. In the clutches of Modam the Mind Marauder. Or if you remember, gentlemen, pronounce it the right way, Modam.
Modam.
Got to say it like you're from the South.
Modam. Well, one of us here
I
is.
can't get online because my modem is not working.
Oh, damn, that's a big head. All right, so opening front cover.
Yeah, cool cover.
Another
Colorful.
video game ad. No Fabia this week though.
Oh.
Just a pretender.
Sad Fabio. He looks like the guy from No Country for Old Men, but with a really terrible wig.
Demon sword.
And then we get a nice splash page, which is really awesome.
Yep. Have brain will travel.
Which is a pretty awesome story title too.
From April.
And Quasar's got a quantum bat. He looks like he's getting ready to try out for the famed Avengers versus West Coast Avengers softball game.
Oh yeah.
Those were some great issues. Those were.
But yeah,
those are like annuals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. April 1990, same team we've been talking about. Grunwald, Mike Manley, Danny Belandi, Janice Chiang, Paul Beckton, Howard Mackey, editor, and Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I was thinking? If Robert keeps sending us emails, can you imagine the elaborate email he's going to send us for like those issues of Journey in the Mystery or Cosmos and Collision?
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
Or the one with Origin where she retroactively changes his costume.
Yeah.
You know, and that issue right there just sets up so much for Cosmos. You know, it's like a throwaway, and it's not. You know. Yeah.
But yes, so this issue begins 2,000 miles above the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
As the guy said, Quasar has a quantum bat, and he's batting meteorites.
Okay, now who would not? I mean, if you had quantum bands or power ring, you know, who wouldn't do this? Really? I mean, come on, wouldn't you guys be up there?
Oh yeah.
knocking some out of the solar system.
And meanwhile, Eon and his dad are watching from a quantum bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Good seats. Those are luxury box seats in space, watching some quantum baseball.
Exactly.
But
he would be good on the Houston Astros.
Oh, Lord. So Quasar's asking, asks Dad, so what do you think? And he says, couldn't you think of a less ostentatious manner of deflecting that meteor? just waiting for Wendell to say, couldn't you think of a less ostentatious way to tell me that?
Exactly. A less pretentious way.
Sure, but what's the sense of being able to create things out of photons and whatnot if you can't have fun now and then? He said, sides. It's been years since I played baseball. Wanted to see if I still stank at it.
Probably because his dad didn't play catch with him enough.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. So then I guess he starts pulling the bubble, and his dad says, where are you going? Well, Dad, though I'd like nothing better than to work on honing my powers of creative visualization all day, I've got some pressing business back on Earth. And here's what I was talking about when we were talking about issue 7. And you two were going to work out, doping out the nature of that cosmic hiccup that occurred while I was in hyperspace.
And we have an editor's note.
Yes, a 2-for-1, Will. Where was that?
That was a reference to Avengers 314 and Quasar number 7, which was here. What did we do? That was like 7 shows ago? 8 shows ago?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Before our Summer of Pegasus, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be getting to Avengers issues here soon, which we'll find out where that cosmic hiccup was.
We'll finish that storyline off, yes.
Yes. But then Wendell's dad starts getting all, I don't know.
Philosophical?
Yeah, with Eon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so awe-inspiring up here. I never thought a man my age would experience it firsthand. I love it. He's just like, I hadn't imagined I'd be friends with an omnipotent extraterrestrial either, or have my son, the underachiever, appointed cosmic champion.
Nice.
I'm just waiting for Wendell to be like, dude, Dad, I'm right here.
I can hear you. I'm right here.
And his dad goes, I know.
Yeah.
And so he asks Eon, is it usual for you to interact so closely with your appointee and his kin? And Eon said, not at all, but due to the impending threat, I am obliged to situate myself closer to this protector of the universe than any other in the past 20 millennia. Had I known the rewards to be found in such an association, particularly in regards to my protector's progenitor, I would have sought out such a relationship epochs ago. Live and learn, eh, Gilbert?
Live and learn. Yep.
And
but honestly, Grunwald does in just 5 panels right here. He really shows what a cold fish this guy is.
Oh, yeah.
And how, I guess, it's not really strained. It's just a really weird relationship he and his father have, right?
Oh, yeah, because he even says, his dad tells Eon, I feel like we're two of a kind. And
yeah.
Wendell's like, man, will you listen to that? My cold-shouldered father relating to that mossy cosmic mudball better than he does me.
Mm-hmm.
Classic case of out-of-touch parents in the 80s that don't know really what's going on with their kids' head.
Dungeons and Dragons. I blame Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry.
It's the complete opposite, but looking at that picture, is that where they got the term helicopter parent?
It is the complete opposite, though.
Putting your father on a quantum pedestal. And he's like, Wendell's like, I feel it really honks me off about them being so chummy. There'd be no connection between those two without me. But he said, I better stop that. I better gotta get ready for my presentation this afternoon. Mm-hmm. That IBIC man still hanging over his head.
Work.
So turn the page. Oh, look, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge.
A martial arts explosion.
And then we get a nice double page splash after that, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Really sweet.
Yeah, big conference.
Meanwhile, Boca Caliente, a tiny Caribbean island southwest of Jamaica whose economy once depended on tourism. Well, they let in the wrong tourists because the advanced idea mechanics moved in.
Yeah.
I think this was like a few years earlier in like an Iron Man story or something.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, AIM basically just like invaded the island. Like, yeah, it's ours now.
So I see Crossbones there, and those guys are secret Empire guys, right? And then you've got Hydra
The
guys.
red guys?
Yeah. Are they
Yeah.
Secret Empire? Is that right?
I believe so.
I think so.
But oh yeah, of course you're gonna have Crossbones. I mean, not only was he created by Grunwald, but he was writing
Yeah.
them at the time in Captain America.
Yeah.
And then we see some nice classic AIM costumes over on the right-hand side.
Oh yeah.
That's
Says-
a super adaptoid in the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Iron Man wearing a cape. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that is. There's a cosmic cube floating
Cosmic
back
cube,
there.
yeah.
Couple androids. I see an AIM costume or two, and I guess is it supposed to be a picture of MODOK back there, or is that Modam just like hiding in the wings back there?
I'm not sure.
Modam.
Yeah, MODOK has been killed. Yeah, I mean you can't tell because of the sultry lips, but
Yeah.
Modam
Yeah,
is female.
That was my problem. Like I saw his lips. I was like, hey.
Wait a minute, what is it?
Yeah, and there's also a couple of people in wheelchairs in the background on the left page that are just facing in the wrong direction, which seems like an evil thing to do with a person in a wheelchair. Hey, so we got a speaker here. This was gonna be funny. We'll just turn you around and walk away.
Well, I think everyone in like hover chairs.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
We are evil. We imitate the handicapped.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. But hey, it's AIM, right? They're evil.
Comfort. We want you to spend tons of money.
Yeah.
So the guy up at the podium, Alessandro Branex, AIM's newly appointed chairman of the board, is welcoming everyone to AIM's first international weapons exposition. Before we begin the tour and auction, I want to talk to you about the new AIM. Bear with me. I'll try to keep it short and painless. Recent months, the executive board came to a conclusion. We realized that our organization simply doesn't have the manpower, money, and resources to take over the world. In light of this, we decided to drastically shift our organization's focus. We have totally abandoned our political agenda, and we have demobilized our entire paramilitary force. We have rechanneled our resources. We are no longer interested in competing with the rest of the fine organizations that you people represent for a slice of the world's power pie. Instead, we want to work with you. Our new goal is simply to become the exotic arms and technology suppliers of the world. We build the weapons, you use them. We will accept contracts from any accredited subversive, terrorist, or criminal organization. So, like, if any like legitimate organization came to them for weapons, like if the U.S. government came to them, they'd be like, "No, you're not evil enough."
Wait a minute. You said legitimate.
Oh, I'm sorry. This was the government of 1990, so
That's true. Okay, good point. Yeah.
But even if the Avengers came to them, they'd be like, no.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I would think that they would sell to anybody, right?
You would think. When you need a death ray built to order, call us. When you need an assault robot, call us. When you need a fleet of hovercrafts, call us. Armaments, cybernetics, force fields, body armor, vehicles, you name it. We build it. No job is too big for us. No job is too difficult. Oh, money back guarantee too.
Nice.
So basically, we're gonna stop trying to conquer the world. We just want to be your guys' lackeys, and employees.
We'll build your stuff for you. Yeah.
When you conquer the world, give us Australia.
Yeah. Hey, we've got Madam Mask.
Yes, on the next page.
And I always forget, what is his name? King Cobra or?
Yeah, it was Cobra, and then when he took over the Serpent Society, he named himself King Cobra.
King Cobra, that's right. Okay, cool.
Kings were supposed to be chosen by God. Come on, divine right. No.
How do you know he wasn't chosen by our Lord Set?
Oh,
good point.
The man upstairs.
But she asked what happened to MODOK, and Brannick says we had to retire him when he outlived his usefulness. And yeah, Cobra's like, retire? Ha! They had the Serpent Society hunt him down and terminate him.
Yeah, no editor's note on this. but
No.
That was a Captain America story.
Yes,
right?
it was.
'Cause I
I'm
read-
surprised. Yeah, it was another
Yeah.
Grunwald story. I wonder if Grunwald was like, if you love my work, you read that, right?
You already read that, yeah, right.
Okay, what was
Yeah.
that? What was that like? Cap 3. What is it? 3.
It was his early run. 'cause
Yeah,
I
it was like-
remember I
there's
read
some-
it in the graphic novel, and he had just taken over, so it's
was-
somewhere in there.
It was
Like
somewhere.
330s, 320s, maybe?
No, I think it was earlier than that. I think it was somewhere between like 310 and 313, something like that.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Matt's like right. It was in like within his first year or so on the book. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely first year. Yeah.
But speaking of big heads, let me take the opportunity to introduce to you the next generation in MO technology. MODAM, the mobile organism designed for aggressive maneuvers. MO technology. So why? Because they give everyone they create a Mo haircut.
I guess so.
Why you?
I was gonna say, mo money, mo problems.
Care to tell our distinguished guest a little something about yourself? And she's like, as Mr. Brannick stated, I am the latest product of our biomechanical research. I'm fully equipped with a jet-assisted hover chair. Yeah, just like the rest of you. Telescoping, titanium steel arms, a laser-guided plasma cannon, and energon screen. They're not teletransformers. Furthermore, my enhanced cranium contains a 10,000 megabyte computer as well as a 100-meter range synaptic disruptor generator. And he's
10,000 megabytes. That's just about 10 gig, right? I've got. Wait a minute.
It's a lot of floppy disks back then. A lot of floppy disks.
My head is the world's most advanced floppy disk.
10 gig is. This is 128 gig. So
you could take on some Avengers now, Will.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let the power go to my head. Okay.
And wait a second. Took me a second. Okay. But
Thank you.
next Modam will be available for some time. And Crossbones. If Humpty Dumpty's through playing show and tell, I got a question. You got any cosmic cubes here for sale, or are we just wasting our time? And he says the cube was something of an irreproducible item with Crossbones.
Irrepronounceable.
Yes. It's been a long day. Did anyone else have any suggestions where we should concentrate our research after? I was waiting for Brandix to say, do you think if we had a cosmic cube, we would have given up trying to conquer the world?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, we could bend reality, but we really just want to outsource some products that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to play corporation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cosmic cubes. Here, everyone have one.
They're afraid of being audited. So.
So after the presentation, a woman wearing an AIM costume, but not the bucket on her head, taking everyone for refreshments, and Crossbones is looking for beer.
Babe, sexist, come on.
Yeah.
Crossbones.
Because he's evil.
Cold brews, babe.
And two figures want to speak with Mr. Brannick. Dr. Minerva and my associate, Mr. Atlas. Remember those names, because was that next issue they pop up?
And they're with Xenotech.
Yeah, that's setting off any alarm bells. But yes, everyone. Yeah, we're doing issue 10 next week. So yeah, remember those names for a week. They will come back.
Oh, hey, wait, but we get an editor's note in that
that's
panel.
Right. It says they're like, we understand you know something about the quantum bands worn by the Avenger known as Quasar. Not much, I'm afraid. A previous administration made an attempt to confiscate them once, but it regrettably failed.
Back in issue number 1.
And episode 1.
And episode 1, yep. That's where it all began.
Tied in. But yeah, we'll get more into them next issue, but the next episode. But I think Minerva and Atlas are going to be in the Captain Marvel movie too.
I think so. And I think Jan Rog as well.
Yeah.
and then we get Marvell, Yan Ra. I think we get a lot of the Kree and I think hasn't there been a picture of the Skrulls on a beach or something
Yeah,
that's been circulating around?
The Skrulls, since it's a flashback, Ronin's going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like Captain Marvel, stay tuned for an announcement at the end of the episode. But they say they wish to acquire working replicas of said bands. If you think your technicians are up to the task, we are willing to pay you $100 million per bracelet. We brought along our down payment.
1 million. No, sorry.
So, okay, spoiler alert. I mean, if anyone doesn't know, they're Kree. Where did they get like $200 million? American dollars. Did they rob a bank?
They're shapeshifters. They could have posed as bank associates and just did a little inside job.
In fact, they are Kree. They are not shapeshifters. Skrulls are shapeshifters.
Oh, Skrulls. Okay, you're
right.
I
think they just have some makeup on. They're in whiteface.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they robbed the bank, but Brannick says, I will take the matter up with the rest of the board. Have a look around. I will consult you and get back to you within the hour. And when he's in with the board, they're like, who are these people? And they're like, I believe that they're the two the bioscanners determined were extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
and some wise ass says, our promotions department certainly made a thorough canvassing of potential clients. The question is,
indeed.
Should we accept the contract? And one guy says, I was around during Operation Golden Apples. If memory serves, the quantum bands are alien artifacts of incalculable power. As good as our people are, I think they'd be hard-pressed to replicate these things. And one guy says, we go a long way, not only to help out our current fiscal crisis, but it would also give our revamped organization a lot of credibility in the eyes of the community.
Ooh, money talk. Yeah.
This is what, see, you jumped the gun. This is where you should have said, more money, more problem. More money.
No, I slipped up. Now, do you think that by getting aliens to attend this conference, he thinks that the promotion team did a stellar job?
Good job, team. You're out of this world.
Oh.
See, we were just using colorful imagery when we said shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Then one guy says, I have an idea. Perhaps we need not replicate these energy bands. What if we were simply to acquire the originals and sell them to the extraterrestrials? We would need the originals to examine where we attempt to duplicate them anyway. How do we go about acquiring them? And he says, we've been looking for a good baptism of fire for Modam, have we not?
Modam.
So, again, they're going to get these powerful alien artifacts, and they're just going to sell them off. See, boy, maybe they would have given away cosmic cubes if they would have had them.
Yeah. And
right.
You get a cosmic cube, and you get a cosmic cube, and
Seriously.
you get a cosmic cube.
But anyway, meanwhile, in New York City, the possessor of the bracelets under discussion is engaged in a business meeting of his own. And he's making his big IDIC, the presentation that got interrupted in issue 7 by that jerk Terminus.
That's right. And we have a editor's note coming up about that.
Oh, yes. So he says, about the cost of maintenance, and it'll pay for itself in about a year, yada, yada. That's it. Other than thank you for giving me the opportunity to incorporate the suggestions you made on my original designs, for giving me a chance to make my presentation without getting sick in the middle of it.
Editor's note, see issue 7, which we were just talking about.
Yep. And I guess the big boss says, excellent work, Mr. Vaughn. The contract to upgrade IDIC security is yours.
Yes.
And, yes, and Wendell's all happy. Then he sees his old buddy Ken as he's walking out, gives him the big thumbs up. All right.
It's a very Mentos commercial type of thumbs up.
And then an hour later at Four Freedoms Plaza, Kayla. She's like, what's wrong, boss? Didn't we? We did? The moment that makes it all worthwhile.
Yippee.
They're not making whoopee. They're making some yippee. And they both get really embarrassed and red. So she goes in the other room and says, I come off so eager sometimes. He's such a bashful guy. He'll probably be too embarrassed to talk to me for days. Yeah, right. He's like, yes, finally. He's like, say, if you're not doing anything after work tonight, want to go out celebrating with me and the guy who helped me get the job? She's like, oh, sure. You think this is my first threesome, cowboy? But that evening at the Statue of Liberty, we're 2 clicks from Liberty Island. Prepare to evacuate. And Modam says, I have been prepared since my emergence from the alteration chamber, technician.
Basically, I was born ready, which is awesome.
I am the big word generator.
10,000 megabytes. Sorry.
Half my storage space is taken up with the thesaurus.
Exactly.
So Modam launches. Boom. Oh, I love this. But back at Four Freedoms Plaza, I love the exit. Wendell's on the phone. The quantum band's tingle. He says, I'm picking up a big surge within 10 miles of here. Shoot. And then he says, Kayla, something just came up. She says, what about celebration? Call Ken Tanaka and tell him I'll be a little late. The number's in the decks. Meet you two at Pedro's. Vote for Pedro. She says, sure. He ducks out, does the whole Superman shirt rip.
And then
in the lobby, he's like, watch this. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Torch.
Egbert messenger service guy. Come on.
I knew so.
Yeah.
That, yes.
Egbert.
We handle your fragile little packages with care.
Yeah, and it's funny because he talks like a yokel.
Ah! He will not crack under the pressure. We see Wendell taking off. He says, haha, I do pull off a few good ones now and then with my cape off and my jet stream made to look fiery. I bet all those innocent bystanders mistook me for one of Four Freedoms Plaza's known tenants, the Human Torch. I've been hoping to figure out a less conspicuous way to leave the building quickly than flying out the window. Maybe that's it. He's like, well, that's enough back padding for one day. Let me try to home in on that anomalous energy signature. See, that's the only time we've seen him do it, but if he keeps doing that, aren't the Fantastic Four going to say, hey, wait, Johnny wasn't here today.
Or he's here right now. I'm looking at him. Well, how yeah, exactly.
I mean, once he goes to yell, once Reed goes to yell at Johnny and he says, hey, it wasn't me, aren't they going to check? I'm sure there's security cameras in that building. Yeah, they have a doorway to the freaking negative zone. I'm sure they have security cameras.
1 or 2, probably.
Yes. Power scanners, the whole world.
Also, in that panel, it's funny that he says it's enough back patting because he looks like he's physically patting himself on the back with both hands.
I know. But he's putting his cape back on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But what it looks like.
But he says, I'm almost on top of it. It's coming from the Statue of Liberty. Sure seems to be. And then he's like, he sees a device in the top. He says, what the heck is that? A bomb? But then... Watang! It's not a bomb, a trap. My quantum bands are stuck to this thing like it's magnetic. Could have been set specifically for me. Then he's like, can't hold me for long. I'll just attune. And then, And then, Modam says, child's play, utter child's play. And I have not even begun my bombardment. You have something I want, stripling. Something you shall soon surrender. And she unleashes those, 10 megabits of brain blast at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10,000 megabytes.
And he says, who the heck is that? Looks like MODOK, but I heard he was dead. Besides, this creature is a woman, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, can we back up? Because they've got the quantum energy colored green. Did you guys notice that?
Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah.
You know what? I read this. I didn't know if that was specific because look, his energy trail and everything is yellow until the quantum bands get stuck to the device.
Yeah, that could be that. Yeah.
So I'm thinking either contact with the device or maybe because it's messing with it, she's messing with his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Because I mean, as you'll see in a couple pages here, when we get there, once he frees himself,
it
goes
back
back
to yellow.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that was intentional for once.
Okay, I think it was. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that may be. You're right. That may be intentional. Completely intentional.
For once.
For one, yeah. This would be the first time, wouldn't it?
Yes. So anyway, after he thinks this creature's a woman, barely, he says, "No time to fiddle about trying to reverse the polarity of this contraption. I've got to keep swatting away those plasma bolts or whatever they are." And he's like, "Hey, my reflexes are way off. What's happening to me? I feel woozy, almost like I'm drunk or something." And he's like doing something to my head, can't concentrate, body on fire, gonna black out. So yeah, Quasar feels like he's sleeping off a bender all of a sudden.
Nice. I have to criticize, old Quays here just a little bit. It's not very nice calling her a sideshow freak. I mean, that's words hurt, right?
Yeah.
Well,
she is trying to kill him, but
Yeah.
But she, Modam starts scanning the quantum bands, flood of data, defies this unit's computational power with the target. But then she says, with the target's synaptic responses impaired by my neuronic broadcast, I can proceed to remove the power objects for further study. That's when Quasar says, "Got to get my wits together. What kind of protector of the universe lets a sideshow?" See, he only thought it. He didn't say it.
Yeah, he didn't say
Let's
it.
a sideshow freak make a drunken monkey out of him. Come on, I was drunk once. It's possible to compensate for it. And he's like, "Yeah, aim javelins in every direction. Bound to hit something." And then
He's from Wisconsin. He should have been drunk many times, right? That's where beer is made. Come on.
And there goes all of our Wisconsin fans. Sorry.
No, I see Matt's point. I mean, he should have been like he should have been drunk more than once, and he should have been like, "All right, I'm compensating. Now let's tip this cow over."
And there went all the rest of them.
What? No, that's a tradition across much of this country. Come on.
Cow tip?
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin, they have a baseball team called the Brewers, and that's beer, and they have a soccer team called the Drunken Hick Cow Tippers.
And I mean, aren't they known for their cheese, dairy, cows?
Yeah. Okay.
That's how you make cheese, by tipping over a cow.
And in a few minutes, this will be on the internet, so that must be true.
Exactly.
So Modam says, this strapling is more determined than I anticipated. After deflecting these projectiles, I will have to reset my synaptic disruption pattern to maximize its effect. It is done. Now to move in. Lock on the target. Fire. Like blows off parts of the statue's head.
Oh yeah.
And beginning a long pattern in Quasar's career, she goes for the arms.
Yep.
Goes for the hands. Now to confiscate these wrist weapons. And bad choice. Grabbing him. He says, "Physical pain, helping me focus thoughts. Let me go."
And chops off her arms. Yep, right there.
Yeah. And Modam has a look on her face like someone in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and you really affect them. Like,
oh dear!
what?
Oh dear! My pants are gonna fall down.
Yeah.
So see, Quasar says pressure's letting up. Got to hustle. So see, he breaks the trap. There, it's yellow again. The quantum energy is yellow again. All right, I'm out of here. He deflects another blast of hers with a shield. He says, "Okay, ma'am," and I use that term loosely.
Oh.
Now that I'm no longer you're no secretary, Modam. Now that I'm no longer trapped in your little mouse trap, I think you're gonna find setting up the jokes from page 1. This is a whole nother ball game.
Wow.
Yep.
Playing baseball in front of the Statue of Liberty. How more American can you get?
Yeah. Well, the Statue of Liberty is French.
But it's become a symbol of our country.
I know.
Matthew Kona.
Maybe it's a cricket bat. Do they play cricket in France? Probably not.
He's a protector of the whole world, not just America.
Yes.
He's Captain Planet.
Heart. Quantum. Earth.
And she's reeling, but not unconscious. If I can just lock onto her power source before she starts bombarding me with whatever's making woozy again. And she says, I will kill you for that, whelp. And he feels it. He feels the tingle in his brain again. Whatever it is, it's outside the electromagnetic spectrum. Didn't he set up some kind of field to prevent people from taking over his mind? Was that?
That's after the next issue. So.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was coming up. Yeah. He's like, hey, I don't see anything in the way of life support on that bucket of hers. So Quasar takes her to the edge of the atmosphere and says, lady, if you don't stop with your brain blast, I won't be able to save you from suffocating. So, not being that stupid, Modam stops. He wraps her in a nice thick energy cocoon and says, I hope I can get her locked up in the vault before she recovers.
Hey, she should have been ready to do that because she's been prepared from since her emergence from the alteration chamber.
Well, baby, you're like it now. 15 minutes later on AIM Island, Modam sends a message. Modam, the command, the mission aborted, overpowered by Quasar, taken to Federal Vault. Send retrieval team. Regrets. Good Lord. It's like a Hallmark card.
We have some cool little things on the quantum bands in the background, which I thought were kind of cool.
Oh,
Does it actually say anything?
I don't think I can't. It just looks like it's.
It just looks like gibberish, yeah.
Yeah, it's just gibberish.
Maybe the angler was working for AIM as a typist.
Oh Lord! Oh my Lord! Can you imagine that? Just like super villains, they get out of prison, they don't want to get beat up again. They just go work for AIM as a typist.
Yeah.
Angler sitting there in a skirt typing up the notes for the issues. Oh wait, what? Excuse me, gentlemen. What did Modam say again? This is just
Modam,
this is just gibberish, Angler. You.
And Modam's the last word bubble from the page before just looks like she's saying snowflake.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, youngster. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh wait, it's snowflake. I mean, is she just like, I'm sorry, I tried to beat you up. Can we just forget this ever happened? or in those famous last words.
Let it go.
So the AIM board is not happy. Our first contract under this administration unable to be completed. Modam did supply us with a ton of data on the wristbands. Perhaps we could. No, it would take months to analyze that data. Months before we could even begin to work on replicating the bands. Do we have any alternatives, or must we return the money? Again, Mo Money Mo. Theme of this issue. Matt Kona came up with it. Mo Money Mo Problems.
Hey, what can I say? I aim to please.
Oh, that should have been the title of this book, man. Instead, I mean, Have Brain Will Travel is good, but it should have been like Mo Money, Mo Problems, Mo Damn. But the money is the least of it. I just hope word of this embarrassment doesn't get around the community we're trying to reposition ourselves in. This situation is untenable. It is the second time those quantum bands have eluded us. If we cannot cobble something together to appease our alien clients before the deadline, will return their bleeding money, but contract or no contract, those quantum bands must one day belong to AIM.
And I don't
Yeah, I don't think they ever showed up ever again.
I don't think we saw them ever again after this.
I was thinking this as I was rereading it the other day. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, what a threat, because they never show up.
They don't. Maybe.
Although there was an arc in Captain America where Captain America stormed their little island disguised as Crossbones.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I always kind of felt like Grunwald pulled the trigger on Cosmos and Collision because the book wasn't, top of the sales charts. So maybe this was a plan that would have taken, up some other, because I kind of expected Cosmos to happen. I mean, I think it's great the way it worked out, but I think he wanted to wait to do that until he had to. And I think he ultimately had to because, they were worried the book might get canceled.
Not even Cosmos. I think Journey really started they went cosmic after that. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe Journey. I wonder if the sales numbers spiked with Journey and they're like, okay, cosmic, here we go.
Actually, you know what?
Oh Lord, he has sales numbers.
Around here somewhere, they published the sales numbers in the Comic Buyer's Guide, the Overstreet. So, all right, let me make a note. I'll see if I can find that for next time, and we can start and we can look at some of the sales numbers.
That's interesting because I always wondered about that because you see it sometimes. People that write in on the stellograms on the letters page, they'll say, "I see that the sales aren't doing so great. I hope it picks up." And I'm wondering, there was no internet. How did they know this? Maybe because it was harder to find. They assumed all these direct editions. I don't know.
Yeah, I think direct. If newsstand sold, direct sold, there was some level. But if you couldn't make it in the direct, then you were, basically canceled, I guess. I don't know. The market was so different, almost 30 years ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, but the final page later that night in Midtown Manhattan at Pedro's, Coach Pedro. Wendell's like, really appreciate you guys keeping the celebration till I got here. No problem, Vaughn. Kayla and I are only on our 5th round of frozen margaritas and 8th bowl of chips. You are picking the check up, aren't you? And he's like, fine, just as long as I don't have to drink. I'm already feeling hungover. And Ken already knows around for a job. He said, asking your secretary if Vaughn Security Consultants could use a full-time designer. But now that work is pouring in. Well, I wouldn't call one job pouring in. And of course, Kayla, the way you run off all the time, boss, you could use someone working steady. Why you? See if I sexually harass you anymore at the office. And of course, they play around. Wendell's like, "Oh, do you know anywhere or I could find anyone like that, Ken?" Sitting right at that table. I'm tired of big corporations and making tons of money. I want to work at a company who just got one job. I live in 2 big apartment, so of course he gets the job, as the guy who keeps the office together while Wendell's off on alien planets for months at a time, or ultimately nullified, or get his arms chopped off,
etc.
He has some weird hiring practices. I know he has a history with Ken Tanaka, but he hired Kayla because he felt bad for her after she just messed up a job application. Then he's like, Ken, you're nice and drunk. I'll hire you.
And basically, this is after Ken admitted, "Oh yeah, I was working for Shield, spying on this company." But then when they got disbanded, I just stayed here.
Yeah.
And then,
I was a corporate spy.
He also hires Heather Douglas, who I won't spoil who she is, but not exactly.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but there was some kind of trickery there. Well, we'll get there too. But...
We'll get there.
Wait, which Heather Douglas was it? There were 2 of them, weren't there?
We'll get there.
Yes. We'll definitely get there. One pre-Cosmos and one post-Cosmos. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
So,
and,
yeah.
And hey, Stellargrams was in this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Full letters page, no science facts.
Oh wait, no, it was just. Oh, okay. So this is.
You got a different ending in the trade, huh?
They're reprinting. So they do Stellargrams from the first issue. They do Hyperspace. They just put them all together. They didn't put them with the issue.
Yeah. We
gotcha.
Yeah, we just got a full letters page. No.
Yeah, this is just talking about the Aquarian issue in this one.
Okay, gotcha.
And the first writer, Michael J. Miller, asks who the cosmic assassin is, and then kind of gets offed in the letters page. Or no, the person answering gets offed. Okay.
Yeah.
So, any other thoughts on this issue?
That's a good, solid story.
Yeah.
I mean, it advances the I have a problem with my father subplot. The main plot of the aliens being around are, still kind of going on. And then there's a cool callback to the very first issue, AIM hasn't gone anywhere, and they still kind of want them, although now we never see them again.
Exactly.
Well, we see that they're sought after. There's people that want them, and it's not AIM. Their AIM is just basically hired to get them. It's the
and
the Kree
honestly,
that want them.
Yeah, it's a really good
we'll
setup.
find out.
Yeah, it's a really good setup for next issue. I mean, this issue and next issue are really a 2-part story.
Yeah,
when you get right down to it.
I mean, we get Atlas and Minerva, and next issue and next episode, and then don't they? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Don't they show up again in Galactic Storm?
Yep, definitely Galactic Storm.
So we're going to be covering every issue of that, not just the Quasar stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the cover of Quasar number 32.
Yes,
is like my favorite cover of any comic ever of all time. I love the cover of Quasar number 32. It's him facing down the Shi'ar Imperial Guard.
And it's doesn't it say like the assault on Marvels too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And the Shi'ar, the Imperial Guard are basically the Legion of Superheroes, right?
Yes.
Because Cockrum so he's standing there all alone. He's not freaked out. He's just like, okay, I got a job to do. And it's awesome. I love it. Well,
that's pre-Cosmos too. So I mean,
that's post-Cosmos.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Post-Cosmos. Yeah.
So he's full power and working it out.
Got
great
some
art.
Experience. Yeah.
Great art by Capullo and Candelario. So yeah.
But like I was saying before, I think I mentioned it on Comic Capers last night. If you're interested in Captain Marvel, we're going to be doing a monthly Captain Marvel series going forward. We're going to kind of be reviewing all the Marvel Captain Marvels, and in March we'll even get to the Shazam one because I promise you. So yeah, I think probably starting in October, look for episode 1, where me and Matt talk about Marvel. In December, Charlie and I will talk about Monica Rambeau. Then in January, Will and I will talk about Marvel's son. Was it Genus or
Genus Vell? Yep.
Yeah. And then February, Matt Kona with the triumphant return. Him and I will talk Carol Danvers.
Awesome.
Yes. February, right before the movie.
It's going to be. I'm looking forward to those. Those are going to be some good.
Yes.
Monica Rambeau.
Yes.
Loved her since she first showed up in the Avengers. I mean, she first showed up in a Amazing Spider-Man annual, I think. Is that right?
I think so. Was it like 16 or something? Yeah. I mean, if you want to join me and Charlie, you feel free.
Oh, I may watch it, but
okay. Or I was gonna say if you even want to send me notes or whatever, yeah.
I definitely want to, because I definitely want to watch it because I've always loved that character. Stern really developed her.
Oh yeah.
During his time on the Avengers, it was pretty awesome.
So yeah, if you're, I know a lot of people aren't that familiar with the history of Captain Marvel. So yes, please start monthly, starting in November.
Awesome.
Mo content, so send us Mo feedback. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, I think that's it. Send us emails and we'll read them and try to talk more about them another time.
We got emails last week, so send us Mo emails.
That's right, Mo.
Mo damn emails. Mo damn emails.
And next week we will give you Mo content.
That's right.
All right. So yes, next week episode issue 10 of Quasar, and then we will be jumping into Avengers 317 to 318. Find out what that cosmic hiccup was.
Cool. And then
That was
after
mentioned.
that, do we jump back to Quasar?
Yes, we jump back. Issues 11 and 12.
Sweet.
And then I don't want to tease Will too much, but before we get to Journey, we'll do that Avengers arc from issues 319 through 325.
Gotcal.
The international with Alpha Flight, the Avengers,
the Soviet super soldiers too, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, then it's Journeys into Mystery.
Yes. I was thinking today maybe we should ask. We were talking about doing it as a separate issue, but should we try to get Mike Manley for one of the Journey issues? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool.
Like ask him stuff like, "Did you freak when you saw the character list Grunwald sent you?"
Oh my god. Now I don't want to delay it. I know Will would get upset, but I feel like as the Punisher, it would be cool to, in the same way that we had Summer of Pegasus, if we had January into Mystery.
I love it.
I mean, I'll have to count I'll do an episode count.
It might work out.
It might work out. It might work out.
And we could pop in some older appearances, where he showed up. Like, I don't think we've done any of the Captain America appearances yet, so we could.
No.
Yeah.
We could time it if we wanted to, because that's freaking brilliant.
All right. I'll do an episode count when we're done. We'll see how this works out. I mean, if there's too many, we might have to double up. We might have to double up issues or something just to get there by Jan.
Like say what if?
Well, no, I mean, if it's not going to hit till February, I'm be like, okay, we're doubling up those Avengers issues.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. I can just hear it. January into Mystery.
Oh man, if we do that, I'm gonna have to make some kind of audio ad to put on all the other shows. Be like, join us in January. Full. Good job, Punisher.
That's right.
You've slayed us with your wisdom.
Bravo.
Yes.
Frank Castle has bullets. Matt Kona has wisdom.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get out of here. That's right. Share your thoughts with us. Send us feedback. Send us everything you got. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Go to Facebook. Find facebook.com/QuantumZonePod. Give us a like. At QuantumZonePod and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. And the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Will, where can people find you?
At Walred, that's WALLRED on Twitter. And then diaryofnight.com is my self-published comic. And, of course, Facebook and the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Nice. Matt Kona, the Punisher. Where can people find you for words of wisdom like they just received?
Yeah, you could, but all the less things, the easy ones, at Matt Kona on everything, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, MATTKONA. Send me a message if you just want to talk Quasar or dumb jokes. Talk about the Punisher. I'll talk about that too. I got Punisher socks. My wife just gave me these too. So I got it all. Whatever you need. I'm ready to talk. Thanks for listening. And the offer is still on the table. Why still have comics? If you write a review, preferably a 5-star positive iTunes review, tell a friend on Facebook, post it there. Talk about the podcast on CL Sidekicks, and we'll send you a comic book. Oh yeah.
I'd say either a positive iTunes review or send us a picture Has to be real. Like, I don't know if they like you spray painted it in like 50-foot tall letters. Listen to the Quantum Zone podcast on like a huge billboard or something. You know, or it's like on the jumbotron at your local, stadium. Come on.
Yeah. Instead of proposing to your sweetheart, have it say, "Will you download the latest episode of the Quantum Zone podcast?"
I mean, come on, we've sacrificed. I mean, Matt Kona's wife used to have cute little nicknames for him. Now he's like, no, call me the Punisher.
Buy me clothes that say that.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
The internet says so.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in, everyone. This has been another episode of the Quantum Zone. Join us next time for Quasar 10 as we rocket to January into mystery.
Yeah.
Oh Lord! Now we're gonna be trying to like crowbar everything in the months. Be like, okay, what can we call November?
So how many weeks do we have? Let's see. This is
Like I said, I will do a count. I'll give audience in a couple minutes. So
Right.
we will make this work. Like I said, if we have to do 2 Avengers issues in a week, we'll do it.
Nice.
We added a what if issue last week or the week before. Now we're like, okay, we're gonna double up.
Yeah.
See, people, we do put thought into this. It may not seem like it, but we do. But remember, everyone, join us next time. Remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it Mo Quantum.